Use forgiveness to supersize your business fast. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Let's talk about this today. How on earth can forgiveness help us grow and build and supersize our business? And it's really pretty simple. What we put out into the world is what comes back to us. So if anyone, and most of us who have been in business for any amount of time, have been harmed or hurt or negatively impacted by someone or something that we may still be holding a little grudge or a little resentment toward. And according to Louise Hay, which this is a great resource, Louise Hay's book, You Can Heal Your Life. I've actually kept it by my bed for decades now in case I want to look something up or I need a little attitude adjustment or thinking adjustment or spiritual adjustment, because I think she covers all of those emotional, spiritual topics when it comes to different areas and aspects of our life. If we have pain or dysfunction or something that isn't working in any area of our life, and this sort of applies to our businesses as well, we can turn to this book. Louise contended, she's passed away since, but she contends that any ailment, any pain, anything that's wrong with us can be traced back to not forgiving somebody or unforgiveness, she calls it. And I looked up and I shared in the Be a Better You Annual Challenge a whole process for forgiving. And if you'd like to know that, hit me up and ask, because we can use this for our businesses as well as ourselves individually to let go of things that just don't matter anymore. The truth is, anything from the past, if we're holding on to any of that, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, it is fuzzing our ability to create the future that we want. It's actually blocking and preventing that. So why would we not want to let go of that? And there's exercises to do that. They're mostly kind of visualization exercises, but basically, I'll share one because I think it's so powerful and we can do it so quickly and easily. And who doesn't, when we have human beings coming together in our businesses, a whole bunch of them? How many of us have not gotten our feelings hurt by something somebody said in a meeting, or something that a vendor or a supplier said to us, or rejection from being told no by somebody that we really, really wanted to work with or have on our podcast or whatever it might be, to do business with us and help us build the business and the thing that we want to create in the world? All of us have had that happen, right? And if you're holding any resentment against that person or that entity, guess what? It's not hurting them. They couldn't care less. If you're mad at the IRS because you got audited, do you think the IRS really cares and is holding any resentment or grudge about that? No. So if that was in the past, who is that harming? It's only harming your business. And so we want to let those things go. And we do that by using visualization or imagination. And you can do this as a team, as a group. Maybe your leadership team needs to let go of, you had a bad partner and that partner's left and people are still talking about it. People come and go in our businesses all the time, and they usually become the scapegoat or the person that gets blamed for everything that goes wrong in for like at least a year period of time. I watched that go on in business after business after business, and it was mind blowing to me. And then I thought about it and I started laughing, and this is why I could let that go. I wondered how many things I got blamed for at the different businesses I left throughout my career, or the different companies I left throughout my corporate career. I'm sure a lot, right? All that crazy Sharon had us doing this. So the exercise is super simple. I'm only going to share part of it. There is a section on revenge and how to let revenge go, because it's so harming to us. Wanting revenge doesn't hurt the other person. It hurts us. Just like forgiveness. Forgiveness isn't for the entity or the person or the past or the thing that you're forgiving. It's for you. It's a gift for you to move on and create the life that you want. But until you do, it blocks you. And she just has a really simple exercise for dissolving resentments. If we're even resentful of somebody, if we're jealous of somebody, guess what? Who's that hurting? It's not hurting the person we're jealous of. It's actually giving them more positive energy and us the negative energy. But the exercise is you just sit quietly, close your eyes, and say, the person I need to forgive is blank, and I forgive you for blank. And then imagine that person up on a stage having all kinds of good things and having their life be exactly how they want to. Or that entity or that other business, the IRS is thriving or whatever. Or my competitor or my ex-partner is thriving. And then just let it go. And again, there's a section on revenge. If you want to know about that, hit me up and ask, because I found it very helpful. I don't really want to have revenge on anybody, but sometimes it's fun to fantasize about it and then just let it go, because we don't want to focus on that. Because why? That's negative and that's hurting us. It's not hurting the other person, the other entity, the thing we're resentful, jealous, or angry at, right? So we want to let all those things go. So that is what we're doing today. We're thinking about forgiveness, and we're forgiving so that, first and foremost, most of us need to forgive ourselves. We beat ourselves up all the time for not having done something yet, or for somebody saying no, or for things that aren't even within our control. We need to let those things go too. So whenever I finish a forgiveness exercise, the last person I forgive is myself. And then I add some affirmations, because Louise Hay is awesome at affirmations. I think that's where I got my original love for affirmations. I used to collect them. I have files on my computer that have literally thousands and thousands of affirmations in them. That's how much I like affirmations. And I used to read them. I used to have flip books that I kept of them, etc. All right. Any questions about this? Hit me up and ask. I would love to know, how do you go about forgiving and letting go of the past? Share in the comments below so that we can learn from one another and help us to create the businesses and the lives that we want. All right. Have a great day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.